creating your autoresponder account. In this lesson, you're going to discover how and where you can create your autoresponder account. An autoresponder is a service which enables you to build a list and create automated emails. And we recommend several: Aweber, Constant Contact, and GetResponse. Now, there are others on the market, and essentially they all do the same thing. So if you want to use a different one, you can. Now, these three are all pretty much the same and charge a monthly fee. However, you can also use MailChimp, which is free to start with. Building a list outside of Amazon's email system is critical. Amazon's system is a great starting point, but has too many rules and restrictions, and you will be learning about it in the next module. Having an autoresponder means you can not only build a list, but create emails that are sent to them automatically. Now, we are going to use Aweber for this lesson, but once again, they all function pretty much the same way. So do you actually need an autoresponder now? Well, strictly speaking, you do not have to have an autoresponder until your inventory is on its way. However, you can potentially start building your list earlier. So it is a business decision you need to make. Just look at your budget and also your time and figure out if this is something you want to start straight away. So let's go to Aweber and get started. So I've gone to aweber.com/pricing.htm, and that's to show you what the costs are. If I scroll down, you can see their lowest option is $19 a month, and for that you can have up to 500 subscribers and, critically, unlimited emails. Now, you are going to be able to have a 30-day trial of this service. They give you that with all of their packages. But if I scroll down a bit further, you can see all the things that come with each package, and every package is exactly the same. The only difference is the number of subscribers you can have. So if you start out with the basic package at $19 per month, you can have up to 500. However, it's very simple to upgrade. So for instance, if you got to 450 subscribers and were worried you were going to go over the 500 mark, all you need to do is contact them and upgrade to the next level. And as you can see, for an extra $10 a month, you'll get an extra 2,000 subscribers, and so on. I'm going to go up to the top here and click on free trial. You can click on any of the free trials anywhere on the page. And you want to fill out all your information and billing information. Select your package. Now, you can choose to pay quarterly and you're going to save 15%, but my personal recommendation to begin with is just select monthly, and you'll get your first month free, and then it's $19 a month after that. Then just click on Start My Free Trial. Now, I'm not going to go through this process because I've already got an account with them. Now, I'm going to use my old account, which I've got a couple of lists in, but I'll be able to show you everything you need to do. So I'm going to click on Log into my account. So as you can see, I've got 2 subscribers, and if I click on the current list up here, you can see I've got 2 different lists. Both of these were created for ASM training. So to get started, once you log in, all you want to do is click on Manage Lists in the top and then click on Create a List. Now, it has filled in some of the information from my last list, but you're going to start with your company name and basically just put your brand name in and then your brand website. So I've put in outdoorsquared.com, and you can see it's automatically added the HTTPS, and then you need an address. Now, this one is actually fictitious. I made it up when I did the training for the last course, but you just want to put your company address in here, and you can even use your home address. So you just fill it all out. You can choose a different country. It's no problem whatsoever. I'm just going to leave this fictitious one in for now. And then sender name, you want to use your brand name again, not your actual name. And then for sender email, you just want to use the email that you created in the previous lesson. Once you've filled all that out, you just click on Next Step. Now, you need a list name. So I've just called it Outdoor Squared VIP Offers because the first offer we're going to set up is for a VIP club where they can get offers by signing up. But Mike will be going into more detail about offers and how you use them with your emails. Then briefly describe the emails your subscribers are going to receive. So I've just put in receive offers and deals from Outdoor Squared and other outdoor related brands. So you just want to put something simple in there, and your customers are going to see this. So make it relevant and make it appealing. And you can see underneath here, it says your subscribers will see this description and where. And you can click on the where and it will tell you exactly what it is. Now, no matter what you're doing inside of Aweber, you will find links like this to help you with any aspect of the Aweber setup. And also, it's worth noting their support is excellent. So if you get any problems, just contact them. But I'm going to click on Next Step. A confirmation message can be sent to a new subscriber when they join your list. It asks for their permission to receive email from you. Now, this is what is called double opt-in. And when you first start, I do recommend you use double opt-in. Essentially, what it means is once someone fills in the information to join your list, you send them an email asking for their permission, and they then have to reply to that email or click on a link to say they want to receive information. Now, single opt-in just means they wouldn't have to do that. However, I recommend you get used to how emails work and the whole system before you switch to single opt-in, because it can give you issues if you get complaints. But let's see what they want from us. You can see here, by customizing the message, your subscribers are more likely to confirm if you use this option. So you can click on more info, and again, it just tells you more about what they're talking about. We're going to leave the language at English, but we're going to change the subject line. So if we click on it, you can see they give you options, but you can also request a custom subject line. So I've just put, please confirm your request to receive offers and deals from Outdoor Squared. It's just a better message to send than just confirm your subscription or something like that. So you can see it can take up to one business day. Normally I find it's quicker, but you're not in a rush right now anyway. So once you've done that, you can just click outside. And then this is the message preview, which is basically the message they will get once they've approved your customized message. Now again, you can edit the message content, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to click on approve message and create list. And there you go. We've created our first list, and you can see it up here in the current list drop down, current. Now the next thing we're going to do is create a campaign. And basically a campaign is the way you organize the emails that you're going to automatically send to your customers. And we'll also be taking a look at sign up forms, which is how we get our customers to sign up for this list, but we will cover that in the next lesson. But let's go create our campaign. To do that, we put our mouse over messages and then click on campaigns. And we don't currently have a campaign, so I'm going to click on create campaign. I'm going to name it. I'm just going to call it VIP offers and click create. Now you've got two options to start your campaign. You want to click on subscribe. So as soon as they subscribe and confirm the double opt-in, the first message will go out to them. So we click on unsubscribe, and now we want to add something into our campaign, and that is a message. So we left click on send a message and drag it across and drop it. Then all we need to do is click on create a message, and if I click on the arrow, you can see drag and drop email builder, plain text message, and HTML editor. You can use any of these. I'm just going to use the drag and drop email builder so you can see how it works. Now I'm just going to use the default plain text here. But if you go over to the right and click on templates, there are a large number of templates you can use. You can see plain, center aligned, similar to the one we've already got in here, but the text is all going to be center aligned. And then you've got all these other options you can use. Now, I'm not going to go into using these templates. It's very straightforward. You just click on it and then click apply. And the other thing you can do is click on categories and choose a category that relates to you. So for instance, for me, it would be recreation. And then I would scroll through and see if there's anything relevant to me. But I'm going to stick with the basic text. So I'm just going to click on cancel at the bottom. Now you can see it's got hi and then this first name underscore fix. What that does is pull the information for your customer's first name and pops it in here. And basically it's a way of personalizing the email. So I'm actually going to leave this hi first name fix. I'm going to highlight this text because we're going to replace it, and I'm going to paste in a message I prepared earlier. Now it's a very simple message. At this point we're just sending them an email to let them know they've joined our list and what our list is about. We're not sending them any offers just yet. Mike will be covering this in module 6, but for now we're just keeping it simple. So you can see I've left the hi first name fix in there. Congratulations on joining the Outdoor Squared VIP offers list. Over the coming weeks we'll be sending you offers and discounts on not only our products but products from our partners in the outdoor and recreation world. In the meantime, feel free to go and check out our website, Facebook page, whichever you want to send them to. So I've actually used the Facebook page and I've just changed it to Facebook page, and then I've got the Facebook page underneath. Now you can use any of these options up at the top, so you can see bold, italic, underline, strike through, color, any of these options at all. But I like to keep it simple and straightforward. The one thing I will do is I'm going to highlight the entire URL for my Facebook page, and then I'm going to click on the link icon right up here, and then it's asking me for the URL of where I want this link to go. So I've pasted it in, and then all I need to do is click on OK. And now we have a link. When they receive this email, they will be able to click on this link and go straight to our Facebook page. But to show you how to use bold, I'm going to highlight that link again, and I'm going to click on bold. And you see it's a bit stronger now. And you can do that with any text. For instance, I'm going to highlight the Outdoor Squared VIP offers and click on bold. And then I've just made up a name for our customer service manager. You can see I put Sarah O'Donnell, Outdoor Squared Customer Service Manager, outdoorsquared.com. And that's it. It's very simple. It's just an opening message. And obviously your opening message depends very much on what you're doing. As I said before, Mike will be showing you some other things you can do. For instance, you could offer them a discount code, or you could offer them a special extended warranty, anything along those lines. But that's how you create it. Now, you can also click on preview and test up in the top right, and you'll see what your customer sees. Now you see we've got some really big gaps in here, which I don't like. So I'm going to click on the back button, and I'm just going to close these gaps up a bit, and we'll see how it looks. So I've removed all the blank lines, and we'll click on preview and test. And as you can see, it looks a lot cleaner, and it puts spaces in for you. Even though the text doesn't look like there's spaces, it is showing you spaces. However, you will notice the first line and second line, there's no space between them. So I'm going to click on the back, and I'm going to put a space in there. And then we'll check preview and text. And now you can see it looks a lot better. And you'll also notice you can send a test by entering your email up here. But there's one more important thing we need to do first. I'm going to click on the back button. And that is we need to insert our subject. In other words, it's what they will see inside their email account. So for this one, I've just typed in congratulations on joining the Outdoor Squared VIP list. Now, I haven't put a lot of thought and effort into this, and obviously you need to tailor the subject line to what the email's about. But now I'm pretty happy with this. I've checked the body, it looks pretty good to me. I've got my title in. So now, down here, I'm actually going to click on Save and Exit. And that takes us back to our campaign. Now I'm going to briefly show you how you can space out your messages, because you can add as many messages as you like to be sent automatically. And all you need to do is click on the wait box under send a message, drag it across and drop it. And then you set the interval. So for instance, they get this one straight away. I might want to send them a reminder 7 days later, and I could just put 1 and change this to week. And now I've got a gap. So then I would drag another message in, create that message, and have that sent after the week gap in between. So it's pretty straightforward. Now, obviously there's so many different subjects you can have for your emails and how many you send. But the important thing is you understand how to do this. So I'm actually going to remove this message just now, and then I'm going to click on Save and Exit. And there's our campaign, and it's set up. So now all I need to do is click on Activate. And now if anyone opts into our list, Outdoor Squared VIP offers, they will receive this first email. Now, as I said earlier in this lesson, most of these autoresponders operate the same way. You create a list, you create a campaign, and then you add emails to that campaign. Now, one more thing. Under Messages, you can see Broadcast. And just so you understand what that is, a broadcast means you can send a one-off email whenever you like to all of your subscribers. So it is something that's very useful later on in your business. Now, very quickly, I'm just going to show you MailChimp, and I'm going to mailchimp.com and then hit the pricing button. And as you can see here, for a new business, you can have it free. And I've actually opened these two in new tabs to show you what they are. Pro Marketer at $199 a month. It's going to be a long time before you need that. But let's look at the free option. You can see forever free, up to 2,000 subscribers, but only 12,000 emails per month. So that basically means 6 emails a month for your subscribers, which is plenty to get started with. So all you need to do if you want to try out MailChimp instead of Aweber is click on sign up for free. Again, the process is very similar. You create your list, then your campaign, then you add emails to your campaign, and then you create the sign up form. And the sign up form we're actually going to cover in the next lesson. But a quick look at the next level up. You can see it's $10 per month. And you get 0 to 500 subscribers, but you get unlimited emails. Now, you don't want to be spamming your customers, so the odds are you're not going to be sending them more emails than 1 or 2 a week at absolute maximum. So to a certain extent, I would actually say that the free option is better than the 500. But once your customer base starts growing, and especially once you have more products and more offers to make, then you might need to send them more emails. So at that point, you could switch over to unlimited. But basically, MailChimp is perfectly okay for starting out with your autoresponder. It's up to you whether you want to use it or use Aweber. So we've covered how to create your autoresponder account, and also how to create a list and a campaign and to add your first email. Next, you will discover how to create your first lead capture form. Your action step: create your autoresponder account, set up a list, create a campaign, and add your first email. But that's it for this lesson. Take care.